if you're a Pisces born February 19th to March 20th, what can you expect for the month of May 2019? Let's tune in and find out. So Pisces, I feel like this month you're learning how to slow down. You're learning how to make sense of the things going on around you. I feel like there's an opportunity to have less frenetic energy in your life. So the universe is training you to, to use your voice to say, no, that doesn't work for me. Yes, this works for me. And, sometimes when we don't do that, we get knocked down, right? And so the universe takes it out of our hand and says, I just got fired from my job. I knew I was supposed to quit for the last 6 months, but I didn't. So I just got fired, right? So things like that. So if you have things going on in your life that, oh, I knew I'm supposed to X, Y, Z, or wow, I should be doing this, and you're not, you want to do that. You want to take advantage of it, because what will happen is if you don't, those are your lessons, and the universe is going to give it to you. And it's much harder when the universe does it for us than we do it for ourselves. So just pay attention to what's going on around you. Sometimes it's about speaking up and saying your piece, and sometimes it's about telling people no. It's about creating boundaries. So, and for Pisces, you guys are really spiritual, and you're very creative, and it's about sometimes bringing that down and anchoring it and laying claim to it. And sometimes if we're afraid to do that, the universe will take it away, right? Or somebody else, or you'll see your idea out there in somebody else's name. So the bottom line is step into it, grab it, say it's yours, acknowledge it, do what you need to do for you. And this month especially, and it's all going to fall into place, okay? So let's start with romantic relationships. Those of you that are in a coupled romantic relationship, let's see what's in store for you for the month of May. So for you, Pisces, you can be the hopeless romantic, and you give your partner 1,000 passes, right? But you don't always give yourself a pass. Like, you're really hard on yourself, and you're really super sensitive, and you like to live in this, idyllic world, and it isn't like that. And then you don't measure up because it's not how you think it's supposed to be. And all that time is in your head instead of really being present with your partner. And so this month, if you can stop beating yourself up and start just enjoying the relationship and letting some things go, not being so hard on yourself, you're going to find more that the relationship's more accessible. You'll find a greater level of happiness. So this partnership can actually move into something more that you want it to be, more symbiotic flow between the two of you, as opposed to you being so hard on yourself or wanting things to be different, or always feeling like it needs to be perfect and you have to tinker with it. I do feel like you guys are going to come together, especially in the middle of the month, and just it feels like both of you being in the flow and things going really good. So whatever kind of hiccups have been, it just feels like there's this flow that's happening now and movement. And I think you've gone through some trials here recently, but I feel like the communication now is at, like, you've kind of gotten the bugs worked out of it, and there's more of an acceptance with the communication, and there's less fragility around the relationships. You're not being afraid to say what you need to say. And so I just feel like there's more flow in the relationship this month. So that always leads to more love and more romance, and really feels beautiful. It feels like it can be a good and happy month for you guys. Okay, let's look for single Pisces. Those of you interested in love, what's in store for you this month? Early in the month, there may be somebody that has kind of been around you that makes more of a play for you, that says, you know what, I'm really serious now. Like, I want to go out, or I want to see you, or maybe they're not that direct, but that's what they mean. So I do feel like somebody coming out strong in May, making a play for you. And I feel your anxiety around it. So it's just, not having the anxiety or the fear, But just like, okay, let's take it one day at a time, one date at a time. And you don't have to make it mean anything. They don't have to be your forever person. It's just like, well, let's for the moment, let me see if I even like them, right? So many kinds of, Pisces can romanticize things and like, well, I'm not going to go out with them, but I don't think I'm going to marry them. Well, how can you even make that decision without even going out with them? So, you've got to like cut yourself some slack and just go have some fun. So if you just go have fun, Pisces, you'll absolutely, be able to date, and you'll be able to let the right one, kind of be shown to you. Just don't put too much pressure on yourself to make that person be the one. It's like, it's okay. Like, let's see how it goes, right? That should be your new phrase. Well, let me see if I like this. Let me see how this goes. And then you'll get out of that realm of always putting pressure on yourself to make them the one. In which case they could be, right? Okay, let's move into money and career. Looking at your money and career for Pisces. I feel like you're making a lot more money. I feel like your creative energy is off the charts, and your potential is like, there's so many different places where you can plug in to make money, that your head's kind of, a little bit, I feel like a little bit exploding. So you've got all these ideas popping in your career. The big thing is to learn to bring that energy down, settle into it, and move it forward, right? So grounding, making time to assimilate, get your ideas out of your head and down on paper, get into action. If there's actionable things that you can do, phone calls you can make, people you can go see, to make those visions a reality. This month, you'll get far by actually being in action. Doing things that are grounded will really benefit your relationship. So less creativity. I feel like you have all this creativity you've been working on for months, and in April, and then May, it feels like putting it down, writing it down, cementing it with actions. And that's what is available for your career. And if you do that, you're gonna get more than one, like a feeding frenzy. So it might be 2 or 3 people trying to hire you, or lots of people wanting to do business with you, lots of partnerships showing up. So it's a really powerful movement of that little adjustment you make within yourself plays out in the big scheme of things with a lot more money and a lot more opportunity coming to you. Okay, let's look at your health for Pisces. So I feel like there could be some things around your neck. I would be careful with neck and shoulders this month. It could be just where you carry your stress, or if you're a writer, hunched down like that, or if you're somebody who does a lot of weights. But I just feel like neck and shoulders can be tender this month. And look, if you have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, putting pressure on yourself to manifest or to make things happen, that can also create tension, or maybe just naturally you hold tension there. But neck and shoulders are coming up as being aware and being a little more sensitive, and just not to overstrain yourself. All right, let's see if there's a surprise for you Pisces this month. So I feel like there's an unexpected invitation that can actually forward a new career or revive an old career. So let's say you used to be a model or an actor. It could be like you haven't done that in 5 years, and all of a sudden there's this guest appearance and you're getting pulled onto a show or something. Or you're somebody who used to work for XYZ Corporation, and you get a phone call out of the blue that they have this special project and they want you to come back, right? So it's like a revival of an old career, or money coming in for you based on your past history or experience. So it's kind of a surprise. It could even be something as simple as, you used to babysit for a family and they're going away for a weekend and want to know if you'll come babysit their kids for the weekend, right? And you haven't seen their kids in 3 years. It can be anything like that, but it's like a returning of money for something that you used to do. And it feels like it's a temporary gig, but it feels good and it feels fun. So you should do it. All right, guys, have a wonderful month, Pisces. Thank you so much. The energy is really light and airy this month, but you've got so much energy to actually get things done and to make it happen, and to really solidify who you are in the world. That don't miss it. Don't be all airy fairy. Actually get it done. Be in action, create a list every day, and then follow the list. Do very grounded things, even call your friends, ask them to help you be accountable so you get those grounded things done. And in doing so, if you pick your head up at the end of the month, you're going to go, oh my God, I accomplished so much and I have so many opportunities coming in and the money's coming in and it's all happening now. And that's due to your efforts of grounding it in the physical world, taking action and not being afraid to take action. All right, have an amazing month, Pisces. Lots of love to all of you. If you like my intuitive astrology, please click like, share it with your friends, comment below, and I look forward to seeing you again next month.